There is space here for all feelings. Money thoughts can stir the heart and tighten the chest. It can feel like a wave that rises without asking. In this moment, nothing needs to be fixed. Pressure can settle down. The breath can lead the way. Place a hand on the heart and feel the warmth beneath the skin. Take a slow breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth with a soft sigh. Do that again and allow the shoulders to drop a little. One more easy breath. This small act says, I am worth care. It is a quiet promise to the self, and this promise opens a door. Where there is gentleness, new choices can grow. Let the mind know that it is safe to be here. Life brings many lessons about money, worth, and receiving. Some lessons are helpful, some are heavy. All of them were learned in a certain time, often to stay safe or to fit in. Today, the body can learn a new way to feel secure. The breath is the first teacher. Notice the air moving in and out. Feel how the ribs rise and fall like calm waves. That movement signals to the whole system that there is time, that there is room, that care is present. The nervous system hears that message and softens. A kind thought feeds a kind feeling. A kind feeling supports a kind action. This is how the mind and body work together. When the body loosens, the mind can explore new pathways. When the mind chooses a soft thought, the body follows with ease. Money is one part of life, and it flows best when there is room for it to arrive. Tension squeezes the path, softness clears it. This is not a race or a test. It is a gentle practice, like watering a plant a little each day and letting sunlight do the rest. Let a simple intention rise. It can be a line that feels natural, like, today I open to good, or I am safe to receive. Say it softly inside. Let it rest in the heart space. Give it tenderness. This is not about forcing a belief. It is about making space for a kinder option to exist. When the body is tense, money talk feels sharp. When the body is calm, even small steps feel possible. The intention becomes a cushion for those steps. It turns harsh edges into round ones, and the path becomes easier to walk. If worry is loud, offer it comfort, not a fight. Worry often tries to protect. It uses old stories and old alarms to keep the self from harm. Gently thank the part of the mind that worries. Let it know that new tools are being used now. Place the second hand on the belly and take another slow breath. Soften the jaw, unclench the hands. These signals tell the body that it is fine to stand down. A softer body is not weak, it is clear. Clarity is a strong friend when building a new money story. Try a short practice right now. Sit upright but relaxed. Lower the gaze or close the eyes. Inhale for a slow count of 4. Hold softly for 1. Exhale for a steady count of 6. Do this 3 times. With the next natural breath, say inside, I allow ease. Hold that sentence in gentle focus for about 5 seconds, as if wrapping it in warm light. Then release it and relax the shoulders. Notice any sensation. It could be a tiny shift. These small shifts are signs that the inner space is opening. Let a few affirmations flow through like fresh air. Pick only the ones that feel true enough to touch. Life supports me in kind ways. I am willing to see new paths to prosperity. I use money with love. I am safe to receive. These lines are not magic tricks. They are seeds. Seeds need soil, water, and light. The soil is the body's calm. The water is steady practice. The light is self-kindness. Say one line in the morning, another before sleep. Say them when paying a bill or taking a deep breath before a message. Each time, keep the line for 5 relaxed seconds, then let it go. If it helps, write one gentle sentence on a note and place it where it can be seen, not to demand change, but to invite it. Every glance can be a small breath of relief. The mind learns through repetition, and the body learns through feeling. Feeling a soft truth for a few seconds at a time teaches both. Over days and weeks, the inner weather changes. From that softer weather, different choices grow. The voice inside becomes a kind guide, and the outer world begins to reflect that kindness. As this safe space settles in, honor any small step taken today. Even listening in a calm way is a step. Even one deeper breath is progress. Let the heart hear a soft thank you. I showed up for myself today. Prosperity grows well in this kind of soil. There will be more tools, more words, more practice ahead. For now, the door is open. Calm waters are near. The body understands the path. The mind is willing to learn. This is a good beginning. There is a simple key that can open many locked feelings around money and worth. It is the key of focus for only 5 seconds. 5 seconds may sound small, yet it is enough time for the body to hear a kind message and start to relax. It is enough time for a single clear thought to be felt, not just said. When a single line is held gently for that brief moment, it sends a signal to the calm system in the body. Shoulders drop. The breath deepens. The mind stops chasing old alarms and looks at the present step. Think of focus as a soft beam of light in a dim room. The room is not bad, it is simply dark in places. The light helps the eyes adjust. In the same way, a 5-second focus helps the mind adjust to a kinder idea. A sentence like, "Good comes to me in kind ways," held with care for 5 seconds, can quiet an old pattern that says, "Nothing works for me." The old line does not need a fight. It needs a new pattern to practice. 5 seconds is short enough to try often and long enough to make a mark. Here is how to use it. Choose one simple sentence that feels gentle and honest. Keep it short. I allow ease. Money meets my needs. I welcome helpful people and ideas. Sit or stand with a tall but soft posture. Place a hand on the heart or let the hands rest open on the lap. Take a slow in-breath. Speak the sentence in the mind or whisper it. Then hold attention on the feeling of that sentence for a slow count of 5. During those seconds, soften the face and keep the jaw loose. At the end, let out the breath and relax the shoulders. That is 1 round. What happens in those 5 seconds matters. The mind usually runs in many directions. When asked to stay with one kind line for a brief moment, it begins to learn steadiness. The body listens to that steadiness and answers with calm. Calm reduces inner noise, which allows new options to show up. Practical ideas, helpful calls, or a fresh way of looking at a bill can appear when the noise drops. 5 seconds is like a door in the wall of stress. Walk through for a moment, and choices look different on the other side. Use this method at key times in the day. On waking, before touching messages, place a hand on the heart and do 1 round. Before making or receiving a payment, pause for 1 round with a line like, "I bless what goes out and I welcome what comes in." Before a meeting or an errand, do 1 round with, "I am guided to wise steps." Before sleep, let the last act be 1 gentle round. These little pauses teach the brain and body to link money and calm instead of money and panic. Keep the language kind. If a line feels too far from your truth today, soften it until it feels reachable. "I am a money magnet" may feel hard to hold. Try "I am open to helpful ideas." If "I am rich now" feels forced, try "I am learning to receive." The aim is not to push. The aim is to steady the mind long enough to feel safer. Safety is fertile ground for prosperity. It leads to clear action, which leads to real changes. The 5-second focus is not about pretending. It is about choosing a helpful thought and letting the body taste it. If the mind drifts during those seconds, that is normal. Gently bring it back without blame. Think of training a kind pet, not scolding a stubborn one. The goal is consistency. One round repeated many times beats a perfect round done once. Even 5 or 6 rounds spread across the day can move the needle. Track them with small marks on a page. Each mark is a vote for a calmer inner life. Each vote shifts the balance toward ease. There is also a way to use 5 seconds when fear spikes. Place both feet on the floor. Press the toes lightly. Feel the ground. Bring a hand to the heart. Take a slow breath. Say inside, I am safe in this moment. Hold that feeling for 5 seconds. Exhale longer than the inhale. Repeat. When the body calms, switch to a prosperity line. In this way, the method respects the real feeling first, then opens to receiving. This respect builds trust inside, and trust makes the practice stronger. Over time, the 5-second focus becomes a gentle habit. The mind starts to offer the favorite line in moments of stress. The body begins to relax faster because it has learned the path. This is where change deepens. Calm spreads into daily tasks. Bills look clearer. Choices feel steadier. The voice inside that once shouted with fear starts to speak with guidance. It points out simple steps. It notices open doors. It recognizes supportive people and ideas. 5 seconds, again and again, plants a garden where peace and prosperity can grow side by side. To clear space for receiving, begin with the space inside the body. Tension is a fast crowd that blocks the doorway. When the crowd thins, what is welcome can enter. Sit with feet flat on the floor or rest in any position that feels kind. Let the jaw hang slightly so the teeth are not pressing. Ease the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let the hands open, palms facing up. Now breathe in slowly and breathe out even more slowly. A longer exhale tells the body that danger has passed. Do this for 1 minute. This minute is a gift that makes room for more gifts. Worry takes up a lot of inner space. It repeats old lines and covers the view. Meet worry with dignity. It has tried to protect for years. Say softly inside, thank you for trying to keep me safe. I can take it from here. Then choose one gentle sentence for receiving, like, I welcome the support I need. Hold that sentence for 5 seconds and notice any small shift. If there is no shift, that is fine. Noticing is enough. The act of pausing is already clearing space. The body can help the mind release mental clutter. Scan from head to toe, slowly. Forehead smooth, eyebrows soft, eyes gentle, jaw loose, neck easy, shoulders heavy and low, chest open, belly soft, hips grounded, thighs relaxed, calves calm, feet warm. With each area, picture a little knot untying. Any area that holds tight can be soothed by placing a warm hand there and breathing lightly. The aim is not perfect relaxation. The aim is a little more room than before. Now bring attention to the small world around you. Prosperity responds to order and care, not because of strict rules, but because order frees energy. Choose one tiny corner to refresh. A wallet, a bag, a desk edge, a single drawer. Remove what is old, torn, or no longer useful. Clean that small space with love. As you do, say inside, I make room for what supports me. When paying a bill, bless it with a quiet line. This payment returns to me multiplied in kindness. When receiving money, no matter the amount, pause for 5 seconds and let gratitude spread through the body. Old money stories often show up when clearing space. A thought might say, there's never enough, or good things are not for me. These were learned somewhere, often very early. They are not the truth of who you are. They are echoes. Meet an echo with a new choice. Place a hand on the heart and look into a mirror if possible. Speak gently. I forgive myself for carrying heavy stories. I choose a lighter one today. Hold the kindness of that line for 5 seconds. This mirror moment can be tender. Let any feeling move through without judgment. Feeling is part of healing. Gratitude practices open receiving in a soft, steady way. List 3 forms of abundance present right now: a safe chair, a warm drink, a helpful call, a kind word, a working light, a breath that comes and goes. None of these cancel any real needs you may have. They simply train the mind to see both need and support at the same time. Seeing support invites more support. After listing 3, place a hand on the belly and let a longer exhale carry a quiet "thank you." This is not a forced smile. It is a gentle nod to what is already here. Breath patterns can be used through the day to keep space open. Try a simple rhythm: in for 4 counts, out for 6. Do that for 1 minute before starting work. Do it again when shifting tasks. Do it before stepping into a call or opening mail. Pair it with a single soft line held for 5 seconds. I allow ease, or I am guided to wise steps. The pairing of breath and focus builds a bridge between mind and body. Over time, the bridge becomes strong. Even when stress arrives, crossing back to calm becomes faster. There is power in open hands. Sit with palms up and fingers relaxed. Feel the air on the skin. Picture that air as support. Support can be money, ideas, time, or helpful people. This gesture tells the whole self, I am not clutching, I am receiving. The chest opens naturally when the palms are open. The breath goes deeper, the face softens. Hold a favorite line in this position for 5 seconds. I welcome support that fits me well. Then let the hands rest. This practice can be done anywhere, even for a brief moment, and it leaves a clear trace inside. To make clearing practical, choose a small daily plan. In the morning, 1 minute of breathing with a longer exhale, followed by 1 5-second focus round. Midday, tidy 1 tiny area and bless 1 payment or 1 task. Evening, mirror work with a gentle sentence and 1 short gratitude list. These simple acts build a steady rhythm. The mind learns to expect care. The body learns to relax on cue. When the inner rooms are clear, prosperity has a way of finding the open door and walking in calmly. Thoughts are small seeds that become feelings, and feelings guide each step. When the mind offers a kind thought, the body answers with more ease. Shoulders drop, the breath deepens, the heart feels safer. From that safety, action becomes softer and wiser. A harsh thought does the opposite. It tightens the chest, narrows the breath, and pushes the body into fight or freeze. Then choices feel rushed or foggy. Seeing this simple path, thought to feeling to action, gives gentle power in daily life. With patience, it becomes natural to choose a thought that nourishes the body first, so every next move carries the grace of calm. Begin with what is present. If the mind is tense, do not argue with it. Meet it. Place a hand on the heart and name what is alive inside: tightness, worry, pressure, hope, tiredness. Naming softens the charge. It tells the whole system, this is seen. Then offer 1 soft thought that would feel supportive right now. Keep it simple, kind, and believable. Peace guides my choices. I choose supportive thoughts. I am safe to take 1 small step. Hold the feeling of that line for 5 slow seconds while the jaw loosens and the shoulders fall. Those 5 seconds are a bridge between mind and body. The body hears the thought and begins to match it. As feeling steadies, action becomes clear. From calm, the next wise step often looks small and kind. It might be sending 1 message, tidying a small space, setting a reminder, blessing a bill, or writing 1 idea. The size of the step is not what matters. What matters is alignment. A step taken from peace tends to open doors that a frantic step misses. This is the kind loop, kind thought, calmer feeling, kind action, kinder results, easier thoughts. Over time, the loop becomes a way of living. If an old thought appears, let kindness answer first. A line like, "Nothing ever works," can rise from old pain. That line once tried to protect against disappointment. Offer it compassion. "Thank you for trying to keep me safe." Then choose a softer truth that feels reachable. "Some things work for me." Hold that for 5 seconds and breathe out longer than the breath in. The body learns new truths through steady repetition and through sensation. When the breath and shoulders help the thought settle in, the new truth becomes easier to hold next time. Use a small reflection to train the loop. Write one sentence each day. When I think, "Ah," I feel "I," and I choose "Ah." For example, when I think, "I can learn this," I feel calmer, and I choose to take one small step. Or, when I think I'm behind, I feel tight, and I choose to pause, breathe, and pick one task. Keep the language gentle. This practice builds awareness. Awareness creates choice. Choice invites change. Let the body lead when the mind is loud. Soften the jaw, unclench the hands, drop the shoulders, and widen the breath. Then introduce a kind thought. The body often changes faster than the mind. When the body softens first, the mind follows with less resistance. After a few rounds, ask inside, what is one kind action that matches this feeling? An answer rises when the nervous system is calm enough to listen. It may come as a simple urge. Drink water, send a note, open the window, check the numbers with care, rest for 10 minutes, take a short walk to clear the head. Each kind action is a vote for a new loop. Affirmations become more effective when they are paired with feeling. Instead of saying 10 lines fast, choose one line and feel it for 5 seconds with a relaxed face. Peace guides my choices. Let that peace spread down the throat, across the chest, and into the belly. Notice a small shift, then act from that place. The action can be tiny. When affirmations and actions link in this way, trust grows inside. Trust is the soil where new results take root. If guilt shows up when caring for the self, ease it with honesty. Caring for the self does not take from others. It allows a fuller presence for others and for life. A calm, cared-for self makes clearer choices about money, time, and energy. In this clarity, waste falls away. Hidden chances become visible. Prosperity responds well to this clean, kind quality of attention. Make the loop practical throughout the day. On waking, choose one line to set the tone. I choose supportive thoughts. Hold it for 5 seconds with a slow breath. Midday, when the mind speeds up, pause, soften the jaw, repeat the line, and pick one next step. Before sleep, bless the day with, "Peace guides my choices," and feel the body melt into the bed. The loop strengthens with rhythm. Rhythm builds a new normal. A new normal creates steady change. The loop is not about perfection. It is about returning. If the mind slips into harshness, return. If the body tightens, return. If an action comes from fear, pause and return. Each return is success. Each return prunes the old habit and feeds the new one. Over weeks, the voice inside grows kinder. With that voice, the face softens, the breath deepens, and life begins to mirror the peace that lives within. From there, prosperity has a smooth path to travel. Prosperity grows wider when its meaning grows wider. Money matters, and so do many other forms of wealth that hold and support life. Prosperity is time to breathe, space to rest, a strong body, a clear mind, helpful ideas, kind people, wise choices, safe shelter, clean water, steady sleep, and the joy of giving and receiving in balance. When the heart recognizes these forms, tension eases. The body stops clinging. A relaxed body receives more easily, including money. Broadening the lens does not deny real needs. It simply makes room for many doors through which support may enter. Start by softening the definition. Prosperity is harmony in the whole system. Harmony can be felt as ease in the chest, steadiness in the breath, and a sense that the next step is knowable. From harmony, resources gather. A clear mind sees options. A rested body says yes to opportunities that fit and no to those that drain. Even when challenges arise, harmony helps energy move where it is needed most, without panic. Name the abundance that is already present. Speak it softly inside and let each word land in the body. There is a roof over this head. There is someone to message for advice. There is a working light and a warm drink. There is a skill that can grow. There is a new idea forming. List 3 to 5 such truths each day. Smile gently as the list is read. This is not pretending. It is training the mind to see support along with need. Seeing support invites more support. Treat money as a friend rather than a foe. Friends are greeted, cared for, and spoken to with respect. Open the wallet or banking app with calm hands. Breathe slowly. Say inside, I use money with love and money returns with love. When paying, bless what goes out. This payment circulates and returns to me multiplied in kindness. When receiving, pause for 5 seconds and let gratitude move through the body like warm sunlight. These small acts form a relationship based on ease rather than fear. Honor non-money forms of wealth by tending to them. Tidy a corner to honor space. Drink water to honor health. Stretch the body to honor movement. Listen to a supportive voice or read a nourishing page to honor guidance. Call a kind person or accept help to honor connection. Act on a simple idea to honor creativity. Each act is a deposit in the bank of harmony. The interest it pays is clarity, and clarity often leads to better money choices. Old stories about prosperity may rise as this new view blooms. A line may say, only hard struggle counts, or prosperity belongs to others. Offer that line care. It learned its job in a different season. Speak gently in the mirror. I release heavy rules around receiving. I welcome support in ways that fit my life. Hold that for 5 seconds and breathe out slowly. Write a new truth on a small card and carry it. Abundance lives here. I welcome increase that fits me well. See the card during the day and let the body soften each time. Choose one area of prosperity to nurture each week. For 1 week, tend to sleep with the same care given to work. For another week, focus on ideas. Write 1 page of solutions or possibilities each day. For another week, practice saying yes to help and no to draining tasks. These focused weeks teach the nervous system that prosperity is many-layered. As one layer strengthens, others tend to follow. Keep a simple prosperity journal. Each day, write 3 lines. 1. Support I felt today. 2. One small action I took. 3. One kind thought I practiced. This light ritual shows progress even when big results are still forming. The brain loves seeing evidence. This evidence is real and builds trust in the new path. Let gratitude stay practical. Gratitude does not cancel any real need or challenge. It simply keeps the door open to solutions by easing tightness in the body. A softened body thinks better, notices more, and moves smarter. The mind that sees a warm cup and a helpful word is the same mind that will notice a new chance and follow through. Prosperity is allowed to grow gently. The world often shouts for fast wins and big leaps. The heart and body do better with steady steps. Steady steps compound, kindness compounds, clarity compounds. Over time, this approach creates a life where money flows with more ease because it is traveling in a well-cared-for system. Harmony becomes a daily companion. From harmony, wealth in all its forms feels natural and safe to hold. The 5-second focus flow is a small ritual that can be repeated many times through the day. It is simple, steady, and kind. It helps the mind and body agree. Agreement inside leads to smoother results outside. Here is a gentle way to practice it so that it fits real life and stays easy to use. Begin by preparing the body. Sit or stand with a tall but relaxed spine. Let the jaw soften and the tongue rest. Lower the shoulders. Place a hand on the heart or keep the palms open on the lap. Take one slow in-breath through the nose. Let the out-breath be a little longer through the mouth. This signals the whole system to shift from alertness to ease. Ease is the ground where focus can plant roots. Choose one short sentence that feels supportive and believable today. Keep it simple. I allow ease. I am guided to wise steps. Money meets my needs. Good flows toward me. I welcome helpful people and ideas. Let the line be kind. If a line feels too far, soften it. I am rich now can become I am learning to receive. Everything is perfect can become something helpful is taking shape. The goal is a sentence the body can hold without strain. Now practice one full round. Inhale calmly. Speak the sentence in the mind or whisper it. Hold gentle attention on the feeling of that sentence for a slow count of 5. During these 5 seconds, keep the face soft and the breath easy. Picture the line resting in the chest like a warm light. At the end of the count, exhale, release the shoulders, and allow a small, natural smile. If it feels right, add a quiet thank you. That is one complete round. Use anchors throughout the day so the ritual becomes a rhythm. On waking, do one round before touching messages. Before preparing food, do one round with I bless what nourishes me. Before work, do one round with peace guides my choices. Before spending or receiving money, do one round with I use money with love. At doorways, while waiting in line, before a call, after a call, before sleep, each doorway in the day can hold one round. These tiny pauses do not slow life, they smooth it. When the mind wanders during the 5 seconds, quietly return. There is no blame for drifting. The return is the practice. Each return strengthens attention like a gentle muscle. If worry is very loud, begin with a safety round. I am safe in this moment. Hold that for 5 seconds with a longer exhale. Repeat once or twice, then shift to a prosperity line. Safety first creates trust. Trust allows receiving. Bring the body into the ritual with small cues that the nervous system understands. Keep the palms open while focusing. Open palms suggest receiving and reduce clenching. Relax the shoulders downward to release the feeling of carrying too much. Unclench the teeth to stop the signal of fight. These tiny physical moves tell the body that a calmer way is chosen now. The mind listens to the body and follows. Pair the ritual with a simple action to anchor it in daily life. After a round, take one small step that matches the line. If the line is, I am guided to wise steps, open a notebook and write one next action. If the line is, I allow ease, clear one small space on the desk. If the line is, I use money with love, bless a bill and pay it calmly, or set a reminder to review numbers with care. Linking the 5-second focus to action builds trust inside. This practice leads to real results. Keep a light tally to enjoy progress. On a small card or in a notes app, mark a dot for each round. Aim for 5 to 7 dots in a day, not as pressure, but as a gentle game. The brain enjoys small wins. These wins fuel consistency. Consistency is what teaches the body and mind to expect calm around prosperity. Adjust the sentence as seasons change. Morning lines can center on peace and clarity. Midday lines can support focus and energy. Evening lines can soothe receiving and rest. All day long, kindness is the thread that keeps it true. If a line feels stale, refresh it by asking what would feel helpful right now. Let the answer be simple and sincere. If a wave of fear arrives, use the fast reset. Place both feet on the floor. Press the toes lightly. Feel the ground. Bring a hand to the heart. Inhale and say inside, I am safe right now. Hold for 5 seconds. Exhale slowly. Repeat once more. Then switch to a prosperity line and do one round. This two-step approach respects the nervous system. It soothes first, then opens to receiving. Respect builds trust. Trust makes the ritual effective in real moments. Celebrate small effects. A softer jaw, a deeper breath, a kinder tone with the self, a clearer decision. These are signs that the 5-second focus is shaping the inner weather. Do not measure progress only by big outer events. Outer events often lag behind inner change. The inner change comes first and pulls the outer toward it. The 5-second focus flow is a form of gentle leadership over attention. Wherever attention rests, energy flows. When attention rests, even for 5 seconds, on a line that supports peace and prosperity, energy begins to arrange itself around that truth. Repetition creates a path. The path becomes a road. The road becomes the way life is walked. In that walk, prosperity notices the open hands, the calm heart, and the clear mind, and it comes closer again and again. Soft, steady change loves the rhythm of a day. Every day has many tiny doorways where a calmer thought can step in. Use them as gentle cues. When eyes open in the morning, before any messages or plans, place a hand on the heart and breathe once with care. Let the breath be a little longer out than in. Offer one line that fits the day. Peace guides my choices. Hold it for 5 seconds and feel how the chest softens. This first act tells the whole self, kindness leads today. Then carry that thread into small moments that already exist, washing the face, pouring water, tying shoes, turning a handle, opening a notebook. Each moment can hold a short 5-second focus, then a simple next step. The day begins to feel like a friendly path lined with quiet lights. Link the practice to things that already happen. Before opening the door, pause. Open hands, relax the jaw, and say inside, I welcome support. Hold for 5 seconds, then step through. While waiting for a kettle to heat or a file to load, repeat a line, I am guided to wise steps. While a password field appears, breathe and say, I allow ease. At a payment screen, bless what goes out with, this circulates and returns multiplied in kindness. Hold for 5 seconds, then continue. These little anchors are strong because they borrow strength from habits you already have. They do not require extra time. They change the quality of time already here. Keep a small score in a way that feels light. On a sticky note, draw 5 circles for the day. Fill one in after each 5-second round. Aim for 5 to 7 rounds, not as pressure, but as a friendly game. The brain enjoys closure. Each filled circle shows the mind that care is happening. Some days the circles fill quickly, other days they fill slowly. Both are fine. The practice is not about winning a race. It is about walking with kindness. Let breath patterns support attention. A simple rhythm works well. In for 4, out for 6, repeated for 1 minute before a task that needs focus. Pair that minute with one sentence that fits the task. Clarity serves me now. Hold it for 5 seconds at the start, then begin the work. When energy dips, try 3 rounds of in for 3, out for 5. Then one sentence. I choose one small step. The body listens to patterns that are easy, and easy patterns are the ones you'll use. Turn phone checks into care. Before the screen lights up, place the thumb on the home button and let it rest. Breathe once. Whisper inside. I choose supportive thoughts. Hold for 5 seconds, then open what needs opening. When done, put the phone down with a tiny bow of the head as if blessing a tool. These seconds create a clear border between you and the device. Borders protect energy. Protected energy grows prosperity. Bring the practice to meals and water. Before the first sip, pause with, I bless what nourishes me. Hold for 5 seconds. Notice the throat soften. Before a bite, pause with, I welcome good. When the plate is empty, place a hand on the belly. Exhale slowly and add, thank you. This simple attention helps digestion, calms the nervous system, and keeps the inner weather warm and open. A warm inner climate supports clear choices about money and work because the body is not fighting stress in the background. Let walking be a moving meditation. With each step, silently say a word. Step, peace. Step, open. Step, safe. Step, guided. Keep it soft and private. This quiet rhythm loosens tight thoughts and invites kinder ones. When a thought becomes kind, the body breathes deeper. When the body breathes deeper, the next action becomes steady. The day begins to flow with less friction. End the day with a gentle closing ritual. Sit on the edge of the bed, place both feet on the floor, and breathe once with care. Speak 3 lines of gratitude for support that showed up, a helpful call, a good idea, a solved problem, a kind smile, a strong moment. Then say one forgiving line to the self. I did what I could with love. Hold it for 5 seconds and feel the body release the day. This closing teaches the mind that rest is safe. Safe rest repairs the system and sets the ground for receiving more easily tomorrow. If a day feels messy and chaotic, do not judge the practice. Choose one tiny doorway and use it. Even a single 5-second pause while the water runs can shift the inner tide. This practice is kind by nature because it respects real life. It fits into what already happens and blesses it. Over time, the day itself becomes a partner in prosperity. The little cues take your hand and lead you toward ease without effort. Ease is not laziness. Ease is clarity. Clarity invites wise steps. Wise steps open doors. There are old lines that learn to speak for the heart when safety felt far away. Those lines can still rise like echoes in quiet rooms or during bills and plans. Treat these lines like tender guests rather than enemies. They came to protect. Offer a seat and warm understanding. You kept me safe when I had fewer tools. Then bring a kinder truth to sit beside them. This is how new language learns to live in the same house and, with time, becomes the main voice. Create a simple moment of release. Stand in front of a mirror in soft light. Look into the eyes, no rush, no judgment. Place a hand on the heart and breathe a little longer out than in. Speak gently. I forgive myself for carrying heavy money stories. Pause to feel any feeling that rises. Then add, I am safe to learn new ways. Hold that for 5 seconds while keeping the face soft. This is not a performance. It is a loving visit with the self. When a tear comes, let it come. When a smile comes, let it come. Both are forms of movement, and movement frees energy. On paper, give old beliefs a place to live outside the body. Write the most common lines that show up. There is never enough. I always mess it up. Support skips me. I must struggle to be worthy. Place a hand on the page and say, thank you for trying to protect me. Then write a second list of gentle replacements that feel honest today. Enough grows with me. I learn and improve. Support finds me now. My worth is not measured by struggle. Do not force a leap that the body cannot hold. Choose words that feel real enough to touch. The body trusts what feels real. Practice a 5-breath rewrite. Breathe in with the old line present. Exhale and soften the jaw. Breathe in with the new line present. During the exhale, hold the new line for 5 seconds and feel it in the chest. Repeat for 5 cycles. This process respects the past and chooses the present. The nervous system relaxes when it is not asked to deny history. It is asked to choose gently now. Honor the origins of the heavy story without reliving them. The aim is not to search for every root, but to meet the effect with love. If a memory flickers, bless the younger self with a simple line. You did so well with what you had. Hold it for 5 seconds. Then return to the present body. Touch the chair. Take a sip of water. Name the ground under your feet. This quick return keeps the healing anchored here and now, where change is possible. Build a soft mantra for money moments that once felt hard. When opening a bill, say inside, I pay with love and love returns to me. When a due date appears, say, I act early with ease. When an unexpected expense shows up, place a hand on the heart and breathe once, then say, I welcome helpful solutions. Hold each line for 5 seconds. These lines are not spells. They are calming signals to the body, and a calm body finds better solutions. Use forgiveness like warm water that loosens knots. Forgiveness here does not excuse harm. It releases the weight of old contracts that keep the heart clenched. Speak one forgiving line toward the past. I release the belief that struggle is my only path. Hold for 5 seconds. Speak one forgiving line toward the self. I release harshness toward my choices. Hold for 5 seconds. Let the body feel lighter by even a small measure. Lighter bodies receive better. Better receiving brings fresh options. Create a continuity ritual for new stories. Carry a small card with 1 or 2 lines that feel like true friends. Look at the card before sleep, on waking, and when paying or receiving. Each look is a 5-second focus with breath. The card becomes a bridge between the mind that chooses and the body that trusts. With time, the new lines stop feeling new. They feel like home. As the story softens, watch for how life answers. A shoulder loosens during a call. A kind idea arrives in the shower. A trusted person shares a helpful note. A bill is easier to handle after a quiet breath. These are signs that the inner script is changing. Celebrate each one with a small smile and a whispered yes. A path made of small yes moments leads toward a wide, calm field where prosperity feels normal, not rare. Prosperity is a living relationship, and relationships grow through action. When the mind is kind and the body is calm, take small steps that match the inner feeling. Let these steps be simple and clear. Open the wallet and make it a place of care. Remove torn notes and old slips. Smooth what remains. Place one small note that says, I use money with love. This is not superstition, it is respect. Respect invites respect in return. Bless what goes out and what comes in. Before paying, pause for 5 seconds with, this payment serves me and others and returns multiplied in kindness. Then press the button or write the check with a soft face. When receiving even coins, breathe a longer exhale and allow warmth in the chest. Whisper inside, I welcome increase. These quiet acts turn money into a circle of care rather than a source of alarm. Bring order to numbers in a gentle way. Think of it as a love list, not a battle. List what sustains life: home, food, water, light, connection, health, learning, rest, joy. Attach simple numbers next to each, even if the numbers are small or changing. When the list feels heavy, pause and do one 5-second focus. Clarity is kind. Then choose one item to address today. Order saves energy. Saved energy is wealth. Practice a weekly prosperity hour that is light and kind. Choose a calm time. Make tea or water. Breathe for a minute, then do 3 things. 1. Review what was paid and bless it. 2. Note what is due next and set gentle reminders. 3. Choose one small action that moves life forward. Send a message, compare a plan, store a copy, move a tiny amount to savings, list a skill to share. Close with gratitude for any support felt that week. This hour is not a test. It is an act of care that builds trust inside. Let generosity have a place, even when amounts are small. Give a little in a way that feels safe. Time, a kind word, a helpful tip, a small donation, a warm note. Giving without pressure opens the hand and keeps energy flowing. Flow is the nature of prosperity. What flows returns. Invite ideas to visit and stay. Keep a simple page for solutions, not complaints. Write one idea each day that could help. Learn a small skill. Connect with a person who inspires. Reorganize a shelf. Try a new method at work. Reach out in service. Craft a clear offer. After writing, pick one idea and act on the smallest piece of it. Each tiny action tells life, I am ready to receive and to move. Bless places where money moves. Clean a small drawer. Organize a folder. Label a file. Wipe a surface where decisions are made. Whisper inside, order supports me. Hold it for 5 seconds. These acts do not just tidy, they change how the nervous system feels when sitting down to make choices. A calm nervous system sees options where a stressed one sees threats. Allow rest to be part of prosperity in action. Rest is not a reward for finishing. Rest is what helps finishing happen with grace. Short rests, slow breaths, a hand on the heart, eyes closed for a minute, all of these refill the well. A filled well feeds wise actions. Wise actions grow results that last. Speak to money as to a friend. Thank you for serving so many lives. I use you with love. There is room for you here. Hold one of these lines for 5 seconds when touching the wallet or bank app. This tone educates the mind and body to relax around money. Relaxed systems make better deals, ask clearer questions, and walk away from what is not right. That is prosperity in motion. There is a gentle strength forming now, a steadier breath, a kinder loop of thought and feeling, a wider meaning of wealth, and a daily rhythm of 5-second focus that fits real life. This strength does not shout, it hums. It hums under conversations, bill payments, choices about time, and quiet evenings. It says, care is here, and life hears it. With care, peace grows. With peace, prosperity has space to land and stay. Let this moment gather the threads. Place a hand on the heart. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out even more slowly. Whisper a line that fits this season. I am safe to receive. Hold it for 5 seconds and feel the warmth spread. Add one more line. I use what I receive with love. Hold it for 5 seconds. The body understands these promises. The mind follows. From here, small steps are enough because they are aligned. Aligned steps add up. Keep the simple ritual alive. On waking, 1 breath, 1 line, 5 seconds. At thresholds, doorways, screens, calls, payments, 1 breath, 1 line, 5 seconds. Before sleep, 3 gratitudes, 1 forgiving line, 5 seconds. Link these moments to tiny actions that match the energy. A note sent, a surface cleared, a bill blessed, a kind yes, a peaceful no. Over days and weeks, this becomes the way life is moved, not a special event. Prosperity likes steadiness. It trusts a calm home. If a wave of doubt rises, let tenderness answer, "It is fine to learn slowly." Breathe once, longer out than in. Choose the next small step. The step could be rest. The step could be a message. The step could be numbers. The step could be sunlight and fresh air. No step is wasted when it is taken from peace. Peace is the path that leads to more peace. Prosperity rides well on that path. Carry a short set of lines for this new chapter. Speak them when hands are on the heart, when the jaw is soft, when the breath is easy. I am worthy of increase. Life answers my clear focus. Abundance lives here. I welcome support that fits me well. I use money with love. Slowly, with care, hold each one for 5 seconds. Let the body taste every word. The words do not need to sound grand. They need to feel true enough to hold. Truth that is felt becomes a habit. Habits shape days. Days shape years. Years shape a life. The heart knows the way. It asks for gentleness, not pressure. It asks for faith in small, steady acts. It asks for kind words and relaxed shoulders. It asks for hands that open instead of clench. With these choices, the inner weather shifts. The sky clears inside, and with that clear sky, the road shows itself step by step. There is support in that road, and there is room. There is a place for joy and for wisdom. There is a place for giving and for receiving. There is a safe place for money to pass through, serve, and return. As this practice continues, trust grows. Trust in the breath, trust in the body's signals, trust in the gentle mind that chooses helpful thoughts, trust in the simple ritual that takes only 5 seconds and opens wide doors. With trust, the nervous system softens. With softness, choices become clean. With clean choices, life tends to bless and be blessed. This is prosperity as a way of being, not a prize to win. Take one final breath here. Let the out-breath be a soft release. Whisper, I am safe, I am guided, I am open to good. Hold the feeling for 5 seconds. Let the corners of the mouth lift a little. Feel the warmth of your own presence. There is no rush, there is no test, only a loving path that you can walk today. Keep walking with gentleness, small steps, kind words, relaxed shoulders, open hands. In this way, prosperity comes closer, stays longer, and feels natural because it grows from the peace you choose and the love you practice.